Hello guys, I think we are live with another webinar of AnyBiz, and we will wait a couple of minutes, but today we are going to talk about the AI phone calls, which is recently becomes very popular. And we at AnyBiz, we are at AnyBiz actually having this feature, and we have a lot of knowledge about it, and this is why I want to talk today about the AI phone calls, how it impacts. I will share with you some insights and share with you my opinion about where is the future of AI phone callings. And yeah, so this is what we are going to talk about today. We'll wait for a few more people to come in. We had a few tens of people registered to this webinar, and we will start. Yeah, so it's actually a very interesting topic. The world goes towards the direction of everything automated, even the calls. It's a very interesting era right now. And yeah, so I'm very excited about it. Some of the time it seems like there will be no human touch anymore, but some of the time it seems like just a hype. So I will share with you, as I said in this webinar, and this my knowledge, our stats, some insights, and how to use it in the best way. So we are live in 2 different channels, so people are joining and watching us, and I think slowly we can start. So as I said, today I'm going to share with you some insight about AI phone calls for businesses, and if it's worth to start for B2B businesses, AI phone calls, what are the advantages and what are disadvantages and what we see, and let's get started. So I'm Daniel Shnaider. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Warmy and AnyBiz. I'm very excited about AI, everything technology. I spent more than 10 years in the universities to learn AI and machine learning way before it was a word that everyone knows. Already developed some machine learning algorithms to detect melanoma, which is a type of skin cancer. And this is what makes me exciting: technology, innovation, and I'm very, very excited about new tech things, and also like to push that. So this is me. We are running this company already 4.5 years, and we're more than 90 people in the company all over the world. We're all remote. A lot of people in our company are digital nomads, and I'm proud of everyone in the team. Let's get started. So what are the problems with cold calls? And a few words, what are cold calls? If you are running a B2B business and you want to generate new prospects, or if you want to generate new business, so what you can do, you can find the number of your potential customer, and you can call this potential customer and say, this is my service, this is what we do, are you interested to learn more? Some of the time people will not answer. Some of the people will listen to what you have to say, and if you and it's normally works very well. Cold calls actually works much better than email and LinkedIn recently. So just for you to know, cold calls, whether it's with human or with AI, works much better according to our statistics, and I really recommend to try it. And it can be a bit more expensive to run cold calls, but I really recommend it in terms of results. So, but what are the disadvantages of having cold calls with a person? So first of all, it's very obviously it's very expensive, right? So you need to pay salaries, and every cold call takes time. Some of the time you're calling, wasting time of the person, and nobody picks up the phone. So first of all, it's expensive. Second, time consuming, inefficient, and normally people are not engaging if you cannot do it in a scale. And some of the time you also cannot predict what will be the results, obviously, and the amount of calls you can do every day is limited, because, as I said, the old way of doing cold calls is a bit slow, obviously, but right now you can scale this, and this is exactly what the new era brings. But there are some disadvantages and some bad things to know. And what I wanted to share with you about the bad things, that obviously AI doesn't sound like a real person. AI some of the time makes mistakes. People are not stupid. People can detect this is an AI, and I will tell you what exactly we are doing to make sure people, and I will show you an example what exactly we can do so people still engage even though they know this is AI calling to them. But some interesting information about the AI phone call cold calls is that what we saw, we increased the engagement by 60% compared to traditional cold calls. So we have in the team an SDR, actually a person, and we saw the difference that we increased the result by 60%. Obviously, it's easy to play with the prompts and everything that we tell to the caller, so we achieved better results. And obviously, whenever you do that, you reduce the time you spend on different manual tasks, and you have time to focus on other things in the business. And overall, I want to share with you, and I always share it in different webinars that I'm attending, is that I think, and by the way, next week I even will be in the Israeli television, one of the programs about it, and this is important. I think every business have to implement AI in every department and every person in the company, because otherwise I think businesses will slowly start to die, because you can be much more efficient in everything you're doing if you have AI doing for you some manual things. You don't need to do everything AI, but we in our team, 4 people, is like a small team that going person by person, department by department, and try to automate and using AI. When I say AI, it's automation. Yes, it's not that sophisticated things, but and automate the manual thing that everyone is doing. I really recommend it for every business. And obviously part of it is making calls. For example, where we use these calls in our software, someone is signing up. Let's say someone start a free trial in our product, right? So you just start a free trial. So what we can do is obviously to do nothing or send an email, but we also cold calls, kind of not that cold anymore, but we cold call to this prospect with AI and tell him we know his name already, and we can talk to him and ask him, if you want to see a real demo with a real person, etc., etc. This is one way that we are using when someone is signing up. We are also doing cold calls that nobody heard about our software. We also calling, we have numbers of people around the world. Today is very easy to get almost the number of every professional. So we just call and accordingly we also know what to do next. Because the call is transcribed, we obviously don't read, but again, you put it again to some automation and you can understand what happened in the call and if the prospect is interested. So this is everything we do in any business, but if you can do it also with automation and build it by yourself. So I think this is a very basic thing for every business. Obviously, every business is different, but I think this is the future. And as I said, next week I will talk about it in a TV show, that this is super critical for every business to automate everything that we do manually. And today it's very possible. And we did many experiments. I think we already did over 500,000 calls with AI. And what we saw that whenever we cold call and say at the beginning, this is AI calling, people are engaging more. And this is the secret here. This is what we understood, that if we try to fool people, and people are not stupid, they understand this is AI and they don't want to hear anymore and they close. But if you say, hey, I'm an AI, but I have something for you and I can talk to you and I can answer any of your questions, people are engaging. And this is what is cool about it. And this is the tip. If you are going to make some cold calls, try it and you will see much better results. I'm gonna show you one example right away. So, and people are really interested in it. Whenever you don't try to fool them, you are telling them that this is an AI, this is what we are doing, and that's it. So let's listen to some example.
Hello.
Hi, Elad. It's Leah from anybiz.io again. I know today is Memorial Day in Israel, but if you can talk, mind if I take a second to tell you the reason I'm calling?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Great. Well, to be fair to you from the start, I want to tell you that I'm an AI-powered agent, not a real human. You might have guessed. But the reason I'm calling is regarding the possibility of getting more leads and sales opportunities for OptiWays with AI-powered sales agents. If this is something you might be interested in, can I briefly tell you the details?
Not at the moment, but that's interesting, the system. Which system do you use? The
Perfect.
system that activates you?
Our system is based on a fully automated multi-channel outbound and inbound platform. It uses advanced AI technology to manage tasks like email campaigns, LinkedIn activities, and phone calls, similar to this one. This allows our AI agents to engage with a large number of prospects efficiently, ensuring high-quality lead generation for businesses like OptiWays. If you're interested in how this can specifically benefit your...
So this is an example of a call recently happened with our software to a potential prospect. It's total cold call. He never heard about us, and as you heard, what made the difference, he continued to listen when she were kind of real and said, "I'm an AI, I'm not a real human." Okay, so we saw this impacts a lot, and I really recommend you, if you're doing it, tell that and don't try to fool people. What is the advantage? So it runs even when we sleep, and what is interesting about it, it call to people all around the world 24/7. What does it mean? If someone in Australia, in the US, in Asia, it can call 24/7 without taking any days off, and amazing, right? So we saved a lot of money. Obviously, that increased the conversion rate. You just need to know and improve what you're going to say. And it's very easy, right? You just play with the prompt, make another 50, 100 calls and improve it. And you save a lot of time, you save a lot of money. And it's amazing because in the end, we don't need to listen to the call to understand what happened, because the transcript also get a quick summary, and you can understand if this guy wanted to learn more data or to learn more about the product. He don't want to hear from you, or he want to see a demo, and you know everything, and accordingly you can trigger the next step, which can be an email or a LinkedIn or another call, etc. What also cool about it is if the prospect doesn't pick up the phone, you can again call after a few hours, and this is amazing, right? So this is the future. But the secret is to know how to use it properly, and then you can win and be much more efficient. And this is what is happening right now, and this is what we see. And just what I wanted to say with AnyBiz, it's definitely possible. This is what we do. But if you want, I can also try to guide you how you can build it by yourself. Obviously, it can take more of your time, but you can build it with, let's say, make.com or NA10, and use obviously GPT or Gemini and everything together. How to do a sophisticated system for yourself to build this system for cold calling. So you can hear me, right? For cold calling, and this is something I also will be happy to help you. But the main thing I wanted to share with you is the insight and something you have to start doing to generate leads, because all the time, forever it was obvious that cold calling makes much better result, because it's hard to resist, right? If someone is calling you, you feel uncomfortable to resist. For email, you can ignore. For LinkedIn message, you can ignore. But cold call is much harder to ignore. This is why it's much better in terms of results. But if you want to scale, this is the era to scale, and it can work for you 24/7. Don't give up. It can generate for you a lot of leads, a lot of business when you do properly cold calls, and it's not hard anymore. Today it's not hard. You heard what we did, and it's not something that we invented the wheel. It's possible to make it sounds good. Answer any question you want, talk about pricing, talk about anything you want, and it's feasible to do it by yourself or tools like us or others. That's it. This is what I wanted to share with you guys today, and hopefully you learned something. You get some motivated about what you want to do in your business. Beside emails and LinkedIn to generate leads, cold calls, I really recommend you to do. And if you don't believe, you can just call some prospects by yourself and see how people is very hard to resist. And for me, even I get cold calls from many people, from many softwares. And for me, even that I understand everything here, some of the time very hard for me to resist. And I listen and listen and listen. Some of the time I even go to the demos. And that's it. This is what I wanted to share. It was a bit short, but hopefully you learned something. And if someone wants to ask something or share some insight, I will be very happy to answer.
Daniel, can you get into the technology at all? I mean, it's easy to say let's use AI, but Grok and ChatGPT and Copilot and all that, as far as I know, don't do any of this. I imagine you need some kind of third-party service or app system.
Yeah, if you want to build it by yourself, obviously what you can do is the following thing. First of all, for the voice and everything, 11 Labs is the best tool today. If you're familiar, 11 Labs for the voice, you can use it. And the next is you can use ChatGPT or Gemini to analyze the prompts or the call itself. And that's it. And the next is just optimize the speed of response. We need some engineering for it, but not that hard, I would say. Today, I think 1-2 backend engineers can do it very well, or automation engineers can do it very, very well to start with, to build something that is useful. And all the tools, I will tell you a secret, most of the tools you see around use the same technologies, plus minus, some of them optimizing more, better the delay between answers, some of them, just a bit of optimization, but all the difference is the UI, etc. But everyone knows what are the tools that are used for it, and there are no big secrets, just for you to know.
I see. You said the first one was called Lava Lamp, and then you used Gemini or Chat GPT. Was it Lava Lamp?
11 Labs. 11 Labs. It's a very successful company, and they can convert text to voice.
I see. I still didn't get the second word. 11 Labs?
Lab, laboratory. Sorry for my accent. Yeah, 11 lab. Yeah. So yeah. And they have an API. You can definitely, if you're a bit techy, you definitely can build it by yourself, and not that hard. And it just become better and better. It just become, you start follow 11 Labs, and obviously if you follow ChatGPT, they always release new things, and they just become better and better every single day. So the future is here, and we see that it's gonna improve, and the delays and everything becomes much better in terms of engineering. The secret will be, and the problem will be, that there will be so much cold calls or automation. So how to stand out? I think this is the challenge. How to stand out when you call and your competitor calls, and many others. What should you say that it will be interesting? But I bet that will be on the other side, which we also will be doing soon for ourselves, a phone number that if you call, someone from us answering you. So two AIs gonna talk to each other soon. For sure.
I see. Thanks.
It will be very soon. And yeah, so the business, I believe, because this is my bet, but obviously I'm a small person and don't know too much, but my bet is that businesses that will win, businesses that have the best human touch with their customers, with their current customers, the best customer service, the best customer success, strong brand awareness, they will, because the technology is not interesting anymore. Unfortunately, it's not interesting anymore, because today build a website, functional website with a database, and that it's not hard. That's it. So tech companies are not interesting anymore in terms of technologies, because very easy to copy. What companies will win? The company that have the best brand awareness, the strongest marketing team, and the human touch with current customers, with customer success. I think the companies are gonna win. But this is only my opinion, and we see it with with the stock market, tech companies not doing very, very well recently.
You're saying that the companies with the best human touch win, yet you're promoting AI, which is inhuman. What's the follow-up system
with the current customers? With the current customers, to try to bring more customers to your business, you can do automations, right? Because you want to try to reach as much people as you want. But if you already have a current customer, give him the best treatment. Don't treat him with AI, because he wants you as a person. But if you want to reach many people, try to, call as much as you can, send email as much as you can. But if he already with you, give him a human touch. Don't disrespect him, because your competitor can give him a human touch and people want to talk to people if they're already paying money. And if they pay a lot of money, they obviously want people to help them.
Got it.
So it's a bit, So this is what I believe. This is only me. As I said, I'm a small person, but this is what I think. This is where we direct our company, that try to bring traffic and leads through automation. But if we already, customers is paying, so we do everything that we can to help with people. By the way, we even have a support 24/7 with people. So, okay. Anyone else have questions? I can talk about it hours. This is what I love talking about. No, we don't have anything. Okay, guys, I really appreciate that you came and listened. If you want any help or something, or just talk about the future or talk about anything, this is what makes me exciting. This is my email. You can write to me and we can schedule something. I will be very happy to talk about anything related to technology, how we can help to your business and everything related to it. Thank you so much. I wish you a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.